Nisi's World. This is your girl Nisi, and if you're new to my channel, do not forget to hit that subscribe button. So here are my realistic glow up tips that helped me to get back on track. Number one, a morning routine always improves your mood. I told you guys this several times. One thing I always do every morning, even if I'm home, I'm spreading my bed. It just makes me feel like my day is gonna be so much better, even if it's a bad day. Is spreading my bed. I feel like that's very important. Number two, I'm very big on my skincare routine. I make sure that I wash my face. If I have to put an under eye patch, I do that. If I have to use my moisturizer, I use my sunscreen, and while I'm doing all that skincare, I always make sure I play my Bible. I know people, they have their own different religions, but I listen to the Bible and it helps me to get back into the groove. So try to do different things that will help you within your morning routine, because this is what's helping me in my morning routine to even stay on track. Even when I fall off, because I fall off, I still continue that one process. Helps get me through the day. Number two, when it comes to skincare, hair, and any self-care needs, I make sure, considering the fact that I do work from home, I still try to dress myself up. But I will not lie to you, for the past few weeks, my hair has not been hearing for me. And that's something that I had to battle with myself to find out what styles work with me and what would help me to feel good. And some of the styles I was doing was not making me feel good, but I was giving my hair more love on my natural hair, more airing my hair out, and just more focusing on the needs of my hair. And considering the fact that I wash my hair every week or every 2 weeks, that's something that I was trying to figure out what styles will best fit me. I literally glued on this wig that I could literally just take off, wash my hair, and then sew it back on. So I said, you know what, maybe that's something that's my go-to at the moment. Now when it comes to dressing up at home, I'll be honest with you, I still love my t-shirts and my little shorts, and that's what I do working from home. But I try not, when I'm working from home, I don't stay stuck in my pajamas all day. You guys know that's just something installed in me. Especially as my grandmother, she said never wear your pajamas all day, try to have on some type of clothes. So that's what I try to do. Even when I'm not even working on the weekends, I just have it in my head to get out of my pajamas and put on at least some type of lounge clothes. The third thing I did was I started returning to the gym without punishing myself. And I've shared this with you guys in a previous video, but what I did was that it took me a month to get the courage up to go to the gym. So all of March, I was having anxiety of getting back into the gym. You probably even saw shorts, I discussed that. What I did within myself is I worked out at home that helped push me to get back in the gym. And the only reason why I was having anxiety, more so going back to the gym, was because this is a gym I've gone to before and I stopped for like a year and a half. And I felt like, what if the same people that I would see in there, they were like, oh my gosh, she's back again. That was my thought process behind it. But then I had to also tell myself that I can't think that, because half of the people, they probably don't even remember me, or they don't even care about me. They're focusing on their own battles, and working out is helping them zone out. And that's something that I had to do. So literally just take it one day at a time and stop punishing yourself and start getting back into your groove and your grind. The fourth thing I did was started having high protein meals and making sure hydration, water is the number one thing. I started incorporating more high protein coffee. Like, I don't drink coffee. It's something that I like to indulge in, especially around the holidays. You guys know I love going to Starbucks and Dunkin'. But I said, how can I make a high protein, low cal, and low sugar drink from home? And that's something that I've been testing out. You guys probably saw me make those shorts and those clips, and even in my weekly vlog showing how I make it. Everybody makes it differently. I don't like protein powder, so you will never see me with protein powder, but I love the Fairlife protein milk. When it comes to meals, I love having salmon. I'm not a big fan of chicken breast, but I'll have it here and there. I always have my chicken legs, chicken thighs, chicken wings. I'll have ribs here and there. It's just something that I try to do. I always try to incorporate more sweet potato, and I try to cut back on rice. Even though rice is good, I swap out with sourdough bread, or I use high protein bread from Aldi's. I just find certain things to kind of still enjoy my meals, but still be on probably in a medium balanced calorie deficit, you could say. And even like I love waffles, so I get protein waffles. When it comes to syrup, I get sugar-free syrup. It's just certain things that I swap out and I change within my journey that's helping me to try to be a little bit more consistent. I try to make sure that every meal that I have, it has some form of veggies in it, even if it's broccoli, asparagus, green beans. I just now started making more kalaloo. It's just something in that sense to try to have a more well-balanced meal. Don't get me wrong, your girl loves to pig out. But once I made those smaller changes, that definitely helped me in my process. Number 5 is cleaning one neglected area. So I did tell you guys before in my previous video, I worked very hard to make sure that I could maintain my area, and anything that I feel like no longer suits me or fits me in this new journey of my life, I discarded or I donated or I'm selling on Facebook Marketplace. And there are a few items that I actually sold on Facebook Marketplace, and there's few items that I did discard, a few items I did prefer to donate. And that's just something that I had to do. So take the time out to figure out what's something in your life that you just got to get rid of. Number 6, let's start limiting scrolling and comparison. And I'm guilty of comparing myself to other content creators because I feel like, why haven't I blown up? And I'm saying to myself, it's not something about blowing up, it's more so getting my message across. I feel like people are very big on rage baiting, and I feel like that's just not me. I don't have time to personalize and rage bait just to get views and comments, and I feel like that's something why I'm not gonna succeed, because everybody has their own hot take. But my hot take, I always think about the consequences that could happen. Because at the end of the day, I am in corporate America, and I'm going to be very cautious of what I say and how I say things, so it's not going to be perceived in a negative way. And a lot of people don't think about digital footprint is huge. So when it comes to comparison and I see certain things, I'm like, okay, I would never do that. So maybe that's the difference between me and somebody else. And that's fine, and that's okay with it. Now, limiting scrolling, so what I'm trying to do, and keyword trying, is to limit that in a way of, I try to read my books. You guys know last year I had a goal of reading 10. I tried it again this year. I'm actually literally on like what, book 5 or 4. So I said to myself, okay, we're 8 months in the year. Let me try to find a way to not play catch up, but try to focus back on that goal that I had. And I feel like that's what's gonna help me to limit my scrolling and to stop comparing myself when I have those mindsets. And number 7. So when it comes to my entire journey, I like to prepare and plan things the night before, meaning that I always make sure that I have my environment cleaned, and I always wash my dishes before I go to bed to prepare myself the next morning that I do not have to do that. If I'm going to the gym, I usually like to set up my clothes the night before. That's just my mindset and how I do things, and how it helps me to stay on track within my goals and to be a little bit more realistic in accomplishing my goals. I know everybody's different in that aspect, but when I used to work, I used to do the same thing. When I used to go to school, I used to do the same thing. I always make sure my clothes is always prepared the night before so I could prep myself the next day. When it comes to any little thing, I was always prepared the night before to get into that journey. So the next morning, I'm more happy, more alert. My morning routine is flowing a little bit better, and things are progressing from there. Now, when it comes to those days when I have extremely low energy and I'm not feeling like myself again, and it's just those low maintenance days, the best thing that I do is I just do my self-care routine, and that's it. If I get that done, I'm okay with the rest of my day. I'm okay with how my day progressed, because at least I'm doing at least one little thing that's helping me within my journey is my skincare routine, because it makes me feel good. I told you guys, sometimes when I do my skincare routine, especially at night or the morning time, I'm always listening to my Bible or some type of music to kind of get me in my zone and get me in my grind, and that's what's going to help me to continue on. I'm hoping some of my realistic glow up tips is going to help you get back on track the same way as how it helped me get back on track. And don't forget to like the video, don't forget to share, and don't forget to subscribe. And you can also check out my podcast, which is Anisi Perspective. Thank you. Bye. Love you.